fail. But Republicans want people who need assistance to receive the assistance. We already know Margaret Thatcher has identified what they're proposing, and that is socialism will work until you run out spending other people's money.
Representative Joe Wilson, Republican from South Carolina, fiercely defends the GOP's Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping tax and spending package. He accuses Democrats of spreading, quote, extraordinarily ignorant lies about the bill's projected $698 billion in Medicaid cuts and $267 billion in SNAP reductions. According to the Congressional Budget Office, these cuts could strip health insurance from nearly 11.8 million Americans by 2034 and significantly increase poverty. Wilson touts the bill's benefits, making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent, adding new tax deductions for tips up to $25,000 and overtime up to $12,500, a $2,200 child tax credit, and increased funding for border security. He calls the legislation pro-family and pro-growth, dismissing Democratic opposition as politically motivated fear-mongering ahead of the 2026 midterms. Despite narrowly passing the Senate with Vice President Vance breaking a 51-50 tie, the bill faces a tough battle in the House. GOP moderates like David Valadao oppose the deep Medicaid cuts, while fiscal hawks like Chip Roy condemn the projected $3.3 trillion deficit increase. Wilson urges Republicans to unify, channeling the confrontational style that made headlines in 2009 with his infamous "You lie" outburst. That same tone now draws fresh criticism for deepening division. Meanwhile, public sentiment on social media platform X is sharply divided. Some support the tax relief, while others express outrage over the cuts to social programs.
Recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Chairwoman Virginia Foxx of North Carolina. And indeed, Republicans were elected last November with promises made, promises kept. And despite the extraordinarily ignorant lies on the other side, the American people know that the bill that we'll be voting on today reduces taxes, creating jobs. It's the elimination of taxes on tips and overtime. It provides for securing the border. It provides for energy independence. It provides for the ability of having peace through strength. All of this is in the bill. And then compassion. It's not compassion if you support programs that are ultimately going to fail. But Republicans want people who need assistance to receive the assistance. We already know Margaret Thatcher has identified what they're proposing, and that is socialism will work until you run out spending other people's money. They are putting the poor people of America at risk. We're the ones of compassion. Additionally, with the promises made, promises kept by Donald Trump, I've lived it. I led the delegation to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. He did that. People said you shouldn't do it, the State Department, because it leads to dislocation. No, it led to the embassy being in Jerusalem, and it led to the Abraham Accords. We know last week the president was advised, do not bomb Iran. It will lead to World War III. No, it has led to a ceasefire and the ability of having an Abraham Accords extended to other countries, including Syria. And I'm really grateful that Lindsey Graham was such an advisor. The president acted despite the naysayers that we have all around us. I just appreciate Donald Trump, promises made, promises kept. Thank you. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back.